Let's jump right into this explainer where we're unpacking exactly how today's kind of weird macroeconomic labor market is driving a massive fundamental shift in how we hire. We're living through a truly unique moment in labor history right now. Basically, broad economic stagnation is colliding head-on with a hyper-focused technological boom. And to really grasp where talent acquisition, career development, and HR are heading, we have to look at the data driving these trends.
We're kicking things off with a massive paradigm shift noticed by the Indeed hiring lab. For a long time, the narrative was purely about destruction, right? Algorithms just automating human tasks away. But as AI becomes more agentic, meaning it can actually perform complex multi-step actions on its own, it's flipping the script. Instead of just replacing jobs, AI is actively creating entirely new categories of work right before our eyes.
Now, what's really fascinating is that this AI growth is happening against a backdrop of broader hiring weakness. Check this out. Nearly 16% of active job seekers are already working multiple jobs. 16%! The data from June shows us that a lot of workers are feeling the economic squeeze, balancing more than one role just to get by. It perfectly highlights the contradiction of our current economy, a real squeeze on the everyday worker happening right alongside unprecedented demand in highly technical niches.
So here is our roadmap to make sense of all this. 1. State of the labor market. 2. AI beyond tech occupations. 3. The tech infrastructure boom. 4. AI changes recruiting mechanics. And finally, 5. The skills first revolution.
Starting with Section 1, State of the Labor Market. We're looking at weak overall hiring, but with very specific pockets of growth.
We have this wild contradiction happening right now. Broad hiring is basically stagnant. Some economists are calling it an unmoving tide. But if you isolate the data down to just artificial intelligence and machine learning, the growth just spikes. Companies are carefully rationing their headcount budgets and pouring whatever resources they have directly into AI capabilities.
And the everyday labor market indicators tell a really interesting story. Quit rates have fallen in nearly every single industry. People are staying put. They're clinging to the security of their current jobs. We're also seeing a record low gap between male and female labor force participation. But despite all that caution, job seekers are still actively searching. They're keeping their options open. It's almost like the market is holding its breath, waiting to see exactly how these new technologies will reshape things.
Moving to Section 2, AI beyond tech occupations, the spread of AI skills.
Here is where it gets super interesting. AI is no longer just a story for software engineers. We're seeing explosive growth in totally non-tech sectors, where employers are literally writing AI into job titles, things like corporate AI trainers or AI instructional coaches. Think about it. Once a company buys a powerful new AI tool, who teaches the rest of the staff how to use it? These are essentially teaching and communication roles, which proves that human soft skills are becoming absolutely critical to actually deploying AI across a business.
All right, Section 3, the tech infrastructure boom. We're talking about building the physical AI foundation. To support all this agentic AI, Indeed data is showing a massive secondary hiring boom in construction, installation, and engineering. Because, AI doesn't just magically float in the cloud. It lives in massive, incredibly power-hungry concrete data centers that have to be built, cooled, and maintained. So ironically enough, the boom in artificial intelligence is driving incredible demand for physical, hands-on labor.
Which brings us to Section 4, AI changes recruiting mechanics. It's time to upgrade the search stack.
To find this specific talent, platforms like LinkedIn are completely overhauling their engineering stacks with semantic search. Before, if a recruiter typed in AI engineer, the system just blindly looked for those exact words on a profile. Now, semantic search actually understands the intent behind the query. It looks at the deep context of a candidate's experience, their skills graph, and their project history to find perfect matches, even if the exact keywords are missing.
So the process completely changes. A recruiter inputs a complex talent request, semantic search retrieves these context-rich profiles, and then autonomous AI agents rank their relevance instantly at scale. But here's the catch, and this is a core thesis from the structured technical hiring experts at Hire Web Creators LLC. Fast AI is only half the equation. You still need a realistic timeline. Autonomous agents might find a candidate in seconds, but if you need a new engineer on board by, say, September, that hiring timeline actually started weeks ago. Working backwards from your target start date, planning your August offers and July interviews is how you avoid rushed decisions and delayed projects. AI speeds up the search, absolutely, but it doesn't replace the calendar. You really have to plan hiring like product delivery.
And finally, Section 5, the skills first revolution, redefining talent architecture.
There was a great moment at the Cannes Lions event where Corinne Kimbrough and Michelle Hillman said, "We need to tear the paper ceiling holding workers back." This paper ceiling is the barrier created by strict degree requirements. When we just look at diplomas, we arbitrarily cut out massive portions of the workforce who have the exact skills we need, but maybe acquire them through boot camps, self-teaching, or alternative career paths.
It really comes down to degree requirements versus skills-first hiring. Degrees focus on pedigree, and frankly, they rely on outdated metrics that limit your talent pool. Skills-first hiring focuses on potential. By shifting our focus to what a person can actually do, and using these new AI systems to map those skills accurately, organizations can instantly broaden their talent pools and significantly boost workplace inclusion.
The big takeaway here is that skills are literally the new hiring currency. To survive this massive shift we've discussed today, from data center construction booms to niche AI instructional roles, treating skills as your currency is absolutely essential. The old proxies for talent just do not work fast enough or accurately enough anymore. You've got to map your workforce to skills, upskill where there are gaps, and recruit relentlessly based on actual capability.
So I want to leave you with this crucial question to ponder this week. Is your organization's talent architecture actually ready for a skills-first, AI-driven economy? Are you still hiring for yesterday's paper? Are you utilizing AI and smart backward plan timelines to hire for tomorrow's skills? The tools are out there, the market is shifting, and the organizations that adopt right now are the ones that are going to thrive. Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer. I highly encourage you to take a close look at your own hiring practices this week.